A few months ago, I made a video regarding my decision to restart Genshin Impact from the beginning. It was a bit of an intro of sorts. Along the same vein, I thought I'd start a mini-series going into depth about the process. At first, starting over was a bit overwhelming. It took me a while to get into the swing of things. And while I've been enjoying my replay, I can't imagine jumping into Genshin as a new player. Even utilizing everything I've learned over the last few years, it's still been a little daunting. But I'll get more into that later. This is a little embarrassing to admit, but when I first started playing Genshin, I thought both travelers were female. I was a little disappointed, but decided to go with the one sporting the braid. Even more embarrassing, I gave my traveler a girl's name. I could lie and say I don't remember what it was, but, well, I do remember. Jessica, that's the name I gave my traveler. Naturally, I was mortified when I heard him speak. But that's ancient history. The reason I started playing is because a YouTuber I was watching at the time was really into it. According to her, it was free to play, so I figured why not? If I don't like it, I have nothing to lose. Thus, my journey began.
And just like that, the god took away my sister. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So while we used to travel from world to world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know. But I intend to find out. When I woke, I was all alone, until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide. We should head off. Let's get going.
I wonder what the traveler and Paimon did for 2 months. Did they stay on that beach? Seeing as later he seems unfamiliar with the region, I'm assuming so. That also makes me wonder what triggered his decision to leave. Perhaps he got tired of waiting for his sister.
The path ends here. Guess we'll just have to climb. Climbing depletes stamina, and depleted stamina takes time to recover.
I forgot that Paimon had such a generic voice in the beginning.
That's a statue of the Seven. There are a few of these statues scattered across the land to show the Seven's protection over the world. Among the 7 gods, this god controls the wind. As we all know, poetry and language flow like the wind. There'll definitely be someone there who knows about your sister. At least that's what Paimon thinks. Whether the gods actually answer you is a different story. You never know unless you try. So let's hop to it.
The map was so small in the beginning. I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Ooh, did you just feel the elements of the world? Seems all you had to do was just touch the statue and you got the power of Anemo. If we keep heading west from here, we'll eventually reach Mondstadt, the city of freedom. Mondstadt is the city of wind because they worship the god of Anemo. Huh? Look at that!
Don't be afraid. It's all right now. I'm back.
Is he talking to a dragon?
Yeah, during my first playthrough, I didn't internalize a lot of what happened. By the time I made it to the city, I'd completely forgotten that encounter.
Just what was that? Paimon thought we were gonna get eaten. It definitely has something to do with that weirdo who was talking to the dragon. Paimon's never seen a stone like this before, so Paimon can't tell what it is. All Paimon knows is that it's dangerous. Best we put it away for now. Okay, we've got it. Now let's get out of here.
Hey, you! Stop right there! May the Animo God protect you, stranger. I am Amber, outrider for the Knights of Favonius. You don't look like citizens of Mondstadt. Explain yourselves.
Well, we're not looking for trouble.
Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
Now that you mention it, how is it the Hilichurls ended up here? These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camp so close to cities like this.
Exactly. It's more normal for them to be much further out in the wilderness. But because the dragon, Storm Terror, has been around a lot more recently, our orchards have been destroyed and the local market has been affected as well.
For someone who had never played a game like this before, it definitely threw a lot at me. I remember thinking, there's no way I'm going to be able to remember all this. I guess you could prepare meals in Red Dead Redemption 2, and it does have a crafting system, but on my first playthrough, I stocked up on canned goods, and I completely ignored crafting.
Let me officially introduce the city of wind, dandelions, and freedom. Travelers under the protection of the Knights of Favonius, welcome to Mondstadt.
Finally, no more having to camp outdoors. But the city folk don't look too cheery.
Everyone's been put out of place by Storm Terror recently. But everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us. So, the present I want to give you is a wind glider. Outriders use them to ride the wind, and the people of Mondstadt love using them too. I brought you here to give it to you so you can experience it right away. Alrighty then, enough talk. Let's give it a whirl. It's easy to use, but you still need to pay attention to my instructions. The sky.
I'll save the bulk of my thoughts on Storm Terror for later. I don't remember having a problem with him during this part of the story.
Are you hurt?
You've actually got the power to go up against the dragon. Are you a new ally? Or a new storm?
While my initial thoughts of Amber were fleeting, I do remember my first impression of Kaya. I liked his overall character design and his eyes. Well, but I loved his voice. The smooth, almost seductive manner in which he speaks is captivating.
I understand the anguish of being separated from family. I'm not really sure why you're looking for the Animo God. But everyone has their secrets, right? Relax. I won't press you for more. The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and formally invites you both to our headquarters.
Jean, what's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of storm terror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them. And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out? You're both so adorable.
If it weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have better ways to help you than just putting up missing person posters. We simply ask that you repose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your sister.
Paimon will help too.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
With Storm Terror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity to cut this problem off at the source. Lisa has revealed the sources of Storm Terror's power with her detection magic.
Is that so?
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Storm Terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples.
Being unaware of the various age groups in Genshin, I initially assumed Amber was older because of her role in Mondstadt. I mean, she looks young, but I figured that was an issue with me not being familiar with anime. It wasn't until later that I realized Amber falls into the teen group.
Is that the thing that Storm Terror is using to gain its power?
Seems probable. Let's deal with it. Quite rewarding, no?
We've seized another temple from Storm Terror's grasp.
I can take care of the rest here. You go take care of other things while I'm at it.
See you later then, bye-bye.
There's no way Hilly Turtles organized an ambush like this themselves. Not with their limited mental capacity. Thus you were behind this.
Knights of Favonius, always so inefficient.
Agree to disagree, but your involvement in this just made things a whole lot more interesting.
There's a reason I fell hard for D-Luke. He commands such a presence. Plus, his personality possesses just the right amount of spice. I love it. And his voice. I could listen to him talk for hours. My God, I'm falling all over again. I know other Genshin players have moved on, and while plenty more handsome and beautiful men have been added to the game, D-Luke will always hold a special place in my heart. Welp, that's the first chapter done. I'm actually flying through the game a lot faster than I expected. Hope I can maintain this momentum.